Tesla is going to have a big announcement this Friday, but only in China. They've communicated this image through their social media just for Chinese audience. Let's figure out what this is and just let's talk about why Tesla and many other manufacturers are probably likely to do more things for their Chinese market than any other market in the world moving forward. All of this is coming up next.
Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric.
Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. Of course, I want to thank all of my Patreons, including new one, Ken Greenberg. Thank you so much for joining my Patreon community. The only place where you can watch this live and at the same time contribute to the independent channel that is E4 Electric. All right, so this is the image. This is all we have going for this. And is this a car? Is this a plane? Is this a bird? We don't know, but a lot of people think it's a car. I'm not quite sure, but obviously there are a few possibilities. One, of course, a Model 3 could have a custom version, or maybe just that $35,000 version, which probably is not going to happen, but something could be happening. Obviously, Model S and Model X can have their own custom version for China. That is also a possibility. And obviously, they're building a factory there. Now, it doesn't seem that the factory is anywhere near finished. Yes, we're seeing all this building come up, but when we saw the pictures of the inside, they're pretty much empty. And, you know, one thing you build buildings, but another thing you actually make it a factory with all the conveyors and robots, and you know, it's not that simple. It is going to take a while. So I don't think there's going to be an announcement about the factory, but I think as we generally looking at Tesla and other brands that are really embracing China, and this is, I don't want to say concern, but I'm almost kind of jealous, right? Because I see other brands, Mercedes and just you name one, right? They have cars that specifically make in China, or the brands that they've created themselves. So usually with a partnership with Chinese companies, Chinese manufacturers that is specifically making for the Chinese market. For example, Nissan has a Nissan Sentra that's fully electric. Only in China. Yes, it's kind of like a Nissan Leaf in a Sentra's body, and I would love to have it somewhere in the US here or in Europe, and I'm sure it will do well. But no, it is just for the Chinese market only. Now, why is that? And what can we expect Tesla to kind of jump on the bandwagon? And don't forget, Tesla doesn't have to partner up with any type of Chinese manufacturers. They have their own solely owned library, I was going to say, factory. So it is definitely going to be different. So, but let's examine that a little bit. Before that, of course, I want to remind you that this video and this channel is sponsored by Byton. Check out all electric and made in China, and that's why it's going to be starting only at $45,000. Coming to the US and Europe in late 2020. Don't forget to make your reservations, especially because they're not charging you money yet. So it's a zero money down, over 50,000 people already in line. So make sure to put your name down there as well. Go to the description of this video to get yours. Okay, now, and by the way, feel free to make your own sort of guesses of what this could be or what this picture is of. Again, it's very abstract, right? I don't really see any particular parts, though I might argue that this is a brake light. But then it's a stretch. It is definitely a stretch. I keep looking at it and making kind of new guesses, because what a red light could really be. Brake light. Okay. Could it be a specific feature or service? Now, that's where we might actually be talking, right? Because China has its own infrastructure. China has its own services and sort of even habits, right? People are used to something very different as far as their experience in their cars. I mean, even take Byton, right? Or NIO. They have created a very interesting and different experiences for their audience based on what the sort of Chinese habits are and where it's going. Now, I got to tell you, you know, China is up there in terms of on the edge of the innovation and on the edge of even usability, right? Where the way people are using cars in China is probably what is going to be like here in the US and Europe. Remember when Europe, everyone's, you know, stopped buying computers and started using cell phones? They were like, wait, how is it going to work? And then like 2 or 3 years later, we've kind of adopted that in our lifestyle. And a lot of people don't even own computers. I mean, if I was in a YouTuber who needed this setup. I probably wouldn't own a computer as well. This is what's going to be happening with the Chinese market as well, where they kind of their habits and their lifestyle as far as the automotive lives are concerned may just be the templates of what the rest of us are going to experience and what the rest of us are going to be heading to. And it's not bad at all. I mean, if you look at Biden, right, shared screen experience, or Neo with their built-in sort of a Alexa type of the device, and I've triggered mine right now, I think, by just saying that. It's not bad, and obviously everything's going into a more shared experience as far as autonomous driving, which, by the way, could also be one of the things because the laws there are different. There's not as many regulations, and if Tesla has the software, right? If Tesla has the software and the only thing that's stopping them of releasing it is in the United States and Europe are regulations, maybe this is the deal, or this is the approval that they got, and boom, all of a sudden Teslas in China are going to be much more advanced with all kinds of autonomous driving features. So that is very exciting. So I can't wait, because even though this is announcement is just for China, I feel like this is something that's going to be coming to the US at some point. I'm really excited. Don't forget to get on our VIP list, by the way, where we feature exclusive stories that we just don't feature on this channel. So you get one every Saturday in your inbox. Obviously, it's free. You can go to e4electric.com/VIP to sign up. But we're also starting to do something really cool and feature deals of the month. And we are continuing on with a current deal, which is one of the most popular items in the Evanex store, which is a lighted tee. They're running special for $50 off, but if you subscribe to our newsletter, you'll get a discount code for another $50 off. So that, I think that's a pretty damn good deal. All right, looking forward to your comments and guesses. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.